What if we wanted to change the way we treat each other, the way we treat our environment, and how we build our economy, to live more sustainably, with more harmony? How can we honor that ecology and economics are two sides of the same coin? Sustainability is about the intersection of people, economy, and environment. It is about being able to have the life we want in harmony with our community. What is nature saying to us about what is possible? How do we hold conflict and still stay connected, speaking the unspeakable until it works for everyone? We have a Green Building Forum that seeks to answer these questions. What does it take to create sustainable commercial and private environments? What happens when we gather in conversation and share stories of success? What will we discover about what more we can do together? What can we create together when we see each other and acknowledge each other? What's working in our community? What happens when we link organizations like the Bermuda Hospital Board, Bermuda Housing Corporation, ACE Limited, TOPS, with people like you and people like me? We know if you reduce the use of plastic water bottles, we do less harm to our earth. This is our effort to marry wisdom and application. What is that experience like when thirsty, you take out your water bottle and fill it up with cool, clean water? As you heard from my colleague Abby Caldas, we have an eco-school program. What if we left better children for our planet, and we left a better planet for our children? What if that becomes our gift to ourselves, to each other, and to future generations? This is not my favorite way to speak to what is possible. However, images like this wake me up. They disturb me. They motivate me to go deeper, not to focus on what I see here, but to ask, what do I want to see, and how am I responsible in making that happen? What time is it in Bermuda? Is it time to step in and step up, to take responsibility and ask generous and generative questions that will bring us together? Simple questions like, what do you need from me now? To practice stillness and intention with our words and our actions. Maybe we simply need to reduce, recycle, and reuse. And what about beyond our shores? What can we learn from this, our Sargasso Sea, the potential of the blue halo, and our partners involved in the same question of sustainability? What gifts can we share with each other as we are on this marvelous journey together? What are we feeling now when we hear that 70% of Bermudians are classified as overweight and we have the highest rate of diabetes in the developed world? These statistics startled me. What happens when we focus on local, collective, and collaborative food production and food security? You create a program like Healthy Harvest Community Gardens, bringing us together as hosts, sponsors, and volunteers, reconnecting us with the soil and the magic of seed to your dinner plate or your kid's lunchbox. It requires time, discipline, and practice, and has worked for hundreds of years on this island. Experiential learning. I invite you to focus with me on this lower left image of this young girl working with Omari Dill, our master gardener. Look at what this picture conveys about what is possible. Look at the delight and wonder expressed in this and the other pictures. We want to be involved in more of this, a lot more of this. What questions can we ask about our energy generation and consumption? What conversations occurred in 1904 when Belco was created with the promise of bringing the magic of electricity to our island? What conversations do we want to have today, over 100 years later? What will we be able to identify individually and collectively about energy production and consumption? How will we respond collectively to the question, is electricity a right or is electricity a privilege? Are we ready for an energy referendum? I am. Savings for seniors. What more can we do with those at risk who have fallen off or are close to our economic edge? How do we honor those who came before while teaching those who follow how to treat each other with love, compassion, and respect? Earth Hour, a global coming together to pause, turn off our lights, and reflect on our relationship with the earth and with each other. You are invited to join us as we gather at City Hall or in your homes or on your favorite beach, Saturday, March 29th, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. What can we create together that we can't create alone? Use your power, Bermuda, individually and collectively. My hope in asking you these questions this evening is that one will strike a chord and stay with you. These were questions on my heart. What questions are on yours? But green's the color of spring, and green can be cool and friendly like, and green can be big like an ocean, important like a mountain, and tall like a tree. And if green is all there is to be, it could make you wonder why. But why wonder? Why wonder? I'm green. It's beautiful. And that's the way I want to be. Thank you.
Questions? But that was so.
So you have a huge mandate and lots of change that needs to happen. What are the biggest obstacles that you come across when it comes to trying to fulfill Green Rock's mandate?
Well, you know, that's a great question. I'm not sure I'd start with obstacles. I really try to take an appreciative approach to what's working and how do we grow it. But I think that if you had to look at obstacles, it would be my own judgment, my own inability to see the opportunities, to not understand the people that I'm working with from their perspective. And so I take personal responsibility for any obstacles that I put in my way. Oh, here we go.
Do you work with the KBB at all? Because, you know, they're cleaning up and they're planning. I mean, my Aunt Phyllis was the one who started the night, and she used to have a slogan that plant a tree in 73, plant some more in 74, and then whatever.
No. But let's learn that slogan because it's a good one. It is.
And, are you a good one for you to team up with the KBB?
Very much so, and in fact, we have a great relationship. Just last week, we won an award for our collaboration with KBB that we're very proud of. However, more importantly, you know, we can't do this alone. It can only be done collaboratively, and so our goal is really how do we weave that web of togetherness in Bermuda so that we can focus on what needs to be done in the way that we want to do it. And collaboration, I think, is the only way to do it.
A bit of a personal question. You've come from, I think it's CADA, performing arts, to Green Rock. It's an interesting journey. How in 10 seconds or less did that happen?
Well, not always by choice. I would say that I'm coming home. I'm coming home to my roots as a child of exploring the wilderness of Canada and feeling the marvel of wind on my face and the natural beauty. And so when a good friend of mine, Chris Backenberg, said, I really think that you should talk to Green Rock. There looks like there's some changes and there may be an opportunity. I'm really grateful for Chris because those conversations really ignited a part of me that I think was just yearning to get out.
Hi, Right here. Over here. Right here. Over here. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I just heard you say the point about diabetes and
Yes.
lifestyle related to sustainable efforts that Green Rock promotes. And I just wanted to encourage you to promote the correlation between the two, because I think that's what's going to help motivate people as well. It's when they see that the choices that they make for what goes in and what comes out affects much more than just their personal size. So, thank you.
Well, thank you for that support, because I think for us, what we're learning is just how interconnected we are in so many things that we're facing in this community. And sustainability, again, is that, you know, synergy between economy and environment and human beings.
I like to ask a question. Sorry, I like to ask you something. I mean, we all talk about the green rock and all those things, right? Why we starting every time when we have function and things like that? You know, it's a plastic.
Well, that's a really good question, and my hope is that Pecha Kucha wants to work with Green Rock around how we host ourselves on this island. It was about use of plastic cups tonight and such. And those are choices that we can make, and part of what we'd like to do is open up those conversations to see how we can maybe do it differently together. And that's without judgment, it's more exploratory.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gordon.